everyone. Long time no see. I'll forego any kind of long explanation, but last year was a very hectic year with a lot of ups and downs, and I just did not have the spoons for putting a lot of time and effort into making YouTube content. I was posting a lot more on like Instagram and TikTok because those kinds of things have a quicker turnaround, take less effort than making YouTube videos, at least in my experience. So yeah, that's where I've been pretty much. I really want to get back into talking about music, and for those of you that are still here, hey, I hope you enjoy this. It's pretty much just a little wrap up of what happened in my world of music in May, the releases I was paying attention to and listening to, and other music that I was listening to. You guys can let me know what you think about these releases, if you were listening to the same things, or if you want to recommend some other music that you think I would like, let me know in the comments and I will check it out. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first band I'm going to talk about is a band called Sleep Theory. Their music video for their song Gone or Staying was released on May 2nd. This song is amazing and beautiful, and Sleep Theory is just a fantastic band. And that oomph and that soul behind Cullen Moore's voice is just absolute perfection. And as an Afro-Indigenous woman of color, I don't care how many people roll their eyes and say, of course, you have to highlight the bands that have the Black people in them. Yes, I do. And I don't care if that annoys you. This band gets extra special love from me because I love to see bands with people of color really showing that we also have a place in the alternative and metal and rock communities. So check out Honor Staying. If you haven't watched the music video yet, you can watch it here on YouTube. Another song that is pretty popular by them is a song called Fallout. That song features a little bit more of the screamy vocals. Gone or Staying has less screamy vocals. It's a little more, I guess for lack of a better term, palatable or radio friendly, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with songs like that, you know, every once in a while that come along and pack a punch. I still think that it's an amazing song, and the music video is really cool too. And also on today, actually, Bad Omens posted on their Instagram a little clip of one of the songs that they have coming out on their Concrete Jungle OST album. And the song is called Anything Greater Than Human. Yeah, Anything Greater Than Human. It's got the little sign. You mean what I know. And this song is featuring Era. I'm super stoked for this. I have seen a lot of people have some not so nice things to say about the Concrete Jungle OST. I've loved everything. I love Van, Violence Against Nature. I love the Death of Peace of Mind remix. As a matter of fact, the Death of Peace of Mind remix is a song that I have listened to so much this month. I just love the vibe. I think it's so cool. It like blends the original song with like a lo-fi kind of like action movie vibe, and that's what I like about not only the Death of Peace of Mind album plus these Concrete Jungle songs that we've had coming in. It all gives very like an epic movie soundtrack vibes. When I was growing up, I was really into the Underworld Evolution soundtrack, and it was like a compilation of remixed songs by all kinds of bands. Slipknot, Alkaline Trio was on there, Seosin was on there, Lacuna Coil was on there. There was all kinds of good stuff on there, and this kind of brings back that vibe. It's very nostalgic and I enjoy it. And on May 10th, the band Like Moths to Flames released a new album called The Cycle of Trying to Cope. The album is just cuckoo bananas good, truly. And Like Moths to Flames, I've always thought was an amazing band, so I expect no less. My favorite tracks on the album, at least as of right now, because sometimes songs that I don't like as much will kind of flip-flop, but I really like Angels Weep, which is the opening track of the album, and then Over the Garden Wall. Love that song. I think that song has kind of universally become one of the most popular songs on that album. It's just so good. And on May 24th, Bring Me the Horizon released their album called Post-Human Next Gen. And I don't know why those words are so hard for me to say together. Post-Human Next Gen. Yeah. Now, this is a very throwback album to kids that grew up in the emo and screamo kind of era of things when, like, bands like Seosin and Chiodos and early Bring Me the Horizon and like Under Oath and bands like that were coming out. And you could tell there's a lot of influence from that point in time in alternative music, and there's even some vibes that go back a little farther than that, at least from what my ears caught. Influences from bands like Linkin Park and Deftones, which are some other bands that I really love. And some of my favorite songs from that album are A Bullet with My Name on It, featuring Under Oath, speaking of which. And the song made me so excited. I've always been a huge Under Oath fan. Gosh, I remember when you could get the CD, and the CD would come with like a DVD, and the DVD would have like studio footage and like tour behind the scenes kind of footage that came like with the CD. I know Under Oath and Hawthorne Heights and Aiden were all bands that had stuff like that I had and I was constantly watching. And the song Limousine featuring Aurora is one of those big, like, it sounds like a Deftones song, and it's so good. And Kool-Aid is also on this album, which is such a badass song, has a really important message to it. And there's a lot of songs on this album that kind of have these underlying important messages if you actually pay attention to the lyrics. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this album. I enjoy it. On May 10th, Dance Gavin Dance released 2 new songs called Speed Demon and Straight from the Heart, and they kind of buddied them together into one music video. So if you want to hear both songs one after the other, go look up the music video. Guitarist Andrew Wells has taken on the clean vocals in the band, and I think he does a very good job. But yeah, both songs are great. I personally adore the guitars in Straight from the Heart, like especially. I think, of course, I may flip-flop over time, but of the 2 songs, I'm team Straight from the Heart, though both songs are good. But Dance Gavin Dance, they prove time and time again that they're a very adaptable and progressive band. So, you know, good for them. And yeah, I really enjoy both songs. Also, the Japanese, what do you get? Deathcore, death metal, metalcore, whatever you want to call them, band Deviloof has finally begun their Brazil tour. I can't remember the dates of when this tour started, but I know it's been a long time coming for them. And both on the band's page and the members' pages, they've been releasing a lot of content and pictures with fans and stuff like that. They look like they're having a blast, and the fans also seem so happy. I'm so excited for them. A tad bit jealous because I would love for Deviloof to come and tour the US, which, you know, I'm sure that day will come, but I'm very excited for their fans over there that they get to see them live and enjoy them. And it seems like the band's having just as much fun as the fans are. So good for them. And some other music that I have been listening to a lot in May, Bleeders by blackveilbrides. I was never a huge blackveilbrides person, but Bleeders just hits different. I love that song. Been listening to a lot of Dal Av. Dal Av I discovered honestly a couple months ago. He has some songs with another artist called Jackson Rose. I think it's both of them that did some of my favorite Dal Av songs, which are Insanely Illegal, Cage Fight, and Billie Eilish. Saw Trap's also a great song, and Bury the Devil is a great song, so check those out if you would like a little intro to who Dal Av is. Re-listening to AFI's December Underground album, particularly songs Summer Shudder and Miss Murder. I love those songs so much. They're just so good. That album is timeless. I've also been listening to this band called Ghost Kid a lot, and they're another band that I just discovered recently in like the past couple months. They're so good. Very dynamic sound. I love like their theme. I just said on Instagram to somebody the other day on their post about music, I was like, right now my non-mainstream spooky boys are Dark Divine, Ghost Kid, and Deviloof, because Ghost Kid has a really cool like kind of spooky theme to them. I like that kind of stuff like that. Some people think that that's cringy and gimmicky. I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as it's done right. And some of my favorite songs from them are Heavy Rain, Supernova, Fool, and Dirty. So check those songs out if you want to give Ghost Kid a try. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now, guys. I would love to come back and do like little kind of reactions again here and there, and you know, at the very least try to do like an end of the month recap on music kind of thing if you'd be interested in that, and if you enjoyed how this video was, let me know. But thank you guys for watching. You can always catch me on my other socials, my TikTok, my Instagram. I have Twitter too, which I'm not on as much, but it's there. So check those out if you want to see more of me, and I will catch you guys in the next one.